Well, hey y'all, we're gonna make some shredded barbecue chicken in the slow cooker. And this recipe does not call for any bottled barbecue sauce. This specific recipe will make your own barbecue sauce, so it is nice and clean and a much healthier version than what you get in the bottle. So I have freezer gallon bag and a label with the shredded barbecue chicken, the date to use it by, and the instructions. So this needs to be thawed the night before and put in the slow cooker for 8 hours on low. So the very first thing we're going to actually do is make the barbecue sauce. So it calls for a cup of Heinz, well, I guess any kind of ketchup, but I buy the Heinz, the no salt. So 1 cup of this, and I'm just going to eyeball this. There we go. Then it's going to call for 2 tablespoons of this sauce, however you think you can pronounce it, the W sauce. 2 tablespoons. I am going to measure this one out. Okay, I'm going to do 1 more of those. And the next ingredient is a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of light brown sugar. So I'll use my dry measuring spoon for this. So 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Perfect. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of chili powder. I'm going to measure this out as well so that it does not, it's a tablespoon. Okay, you can adjust the chili powder to your family's preference, of course. 1.5 teaspoons of hot sauce. So I like to use Frank's. I don't know why, I just feel like that's the best flavor. 1.5 teaspoons. I'm gonna pour that in there. And then 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder. Now that I'm gonna eyeball 1.5 teaspoons of this. Okay, and that's it. So that is the base for the barbecue sauce. Now we're going to get this all whisked together and mixed up really good. And this is just a simple, homemade, very clean, and really tasty sauce. I really like it. I have 3 or 4 different sauces that I keep on hand to make. Now this is gonna make shredded barbecue chicken. So while I'm mixing this up really good, I'm gonna let you know, I will put this on whole grain sliders. I'd love to put this on a Friday night, especially before a high school football game, or start it on a really early on a Saturday morning, and my husband will eat on it throughout college football, and same thing on Sunday. So if I'm gone on a Sunday for a cheer competition, I will usually have something like this in the slow cooker so the rest of my family can eat as they like. I do not eat it on whole grain sliders. I prefer to add this specifically to baked sweet potatoes. So if you have not had a baked sweet potato topped with shredded barbecue chicken, you are missing out. Okay, I got my bag prepped, labeled. I have to add a pound of chicken breast. So that is 2 of these monster sized breasts. They are massive. 2 of those. And then we're just gonna pour the barbecue sauce on top. It's good and thick. You see that getting down in there. Okay, it's doing good. Okay. Oops, making a mess. And I'm gonna squish it all around inside the bag so I coat the chicken up really good. And then I'll squish that down to get all the sauce on top of the chicken breast. And then I'm just gonna really get the air out. So I'm gonna lay it flat and just kind of press it down. A lot of times when the bag's only half full, I'll double it over and squeeze again and just make sure all the air comes out as much as possible. And then all I do is seal it tight and lay it flat. So the night before I want to make it, I'll take it out, I'll put it in the refrigerator, it will thaw overnight. Then I will dump the contents of this in a liner, a lined slow cooker, one of the, the slow cooker liners for easy cleanup, and then low for 8 hours and shred it all up when it's done cooking. It's delicious. Like I mentioned, you can put it on tacos, whole grain sliders, salads. There are baked topped sweet potatoes. That's my favorite way to eat it. So many options and super fast. You saw how fast we threw that together. So there you go. There's another one. You'll store it flat in the freezer. I'll be back next time. Bye, y'all.